Hello again. As I'm sure regular viewers will know by now, I am not a sophisticated or politically astute observer, and as a consequence, find myself constantly amazed by this or that development on the world stage. The latest thing which foxes me is the apparent necessity of censorship to guard and protect democracy. When Elon Musk made his bid for Twitter, he did so as a self described free speech absolutist. That is to say, he was in favour of anybody saying anything which is legal. I feel much the same way myself, of course. There are laws in both Britain and America, as well as most other countries, which prevent me from inciting violence against anybody or urging a pogrom against some ethnic group. I'm glad that such laws exist, and encouraging violent actions against people or property is wrong, and those involved in such things should be held accountable under the law, which of course they are. This holds true for speaking in the street or on the telephone or by email or social media. However, what I don't see is that laws should be stricter for what is said on the internet than in real life, person to person. People like Hilary Clinton, though, and also the British government, think that there should be special laws governing what is said on the internet, which are more restrictive on free speech than those applying to the street or marketplace. In a tweet, obviously prompted by Twitter being acquired by Elon Musk, Hillary Clinton said, "For too long, tech platforms have amplified disinformation and extremism with no accountability. The EU is poised to do something about it. I urge our transatlantic allies to push the Digital Services Act across the finish line and bolster global democracy before it's too late." Now, this I find frankly puzzling. Disinformation means saying things which are not true and encouraging people to believe that they are true. There's no law to prevent me doing this in real life, and so I fail utterly to see why the internet should be any different. Let me give a concrete instance of this. I believe that a war is currently being waged in Ukraine between Russia and Ukraine. Some people deny that this is so and think that it's all faked. Now, if I wished to express that particular view to somebody waiting next to me at the bus stop or in a bar or even to a crowd of people in the street, I would be committing no offence. There's absolutely no law against saying something like that, which is untrue, but I happen to believe is true, any more than if I were to say that the earth is flat or that the moon landings were faked. How could I, just by saying something which was probably incorrect, be breaking the law? If, however, I said such a thing here or on Facebook, I would stand a good chance of being banned. If people like Hillary Clinton had her way, it would actually be illegal to say things on the internet which were not true. This is what she describes as disinformation. But mark this, she says that this will bolster global democracy. In other words, passing a law which stops people saying things which a lot of people think are wrong is good for democracy. I simply don't get this. Are we saying that there should be one accepted narrative for history, one agreed worldview about current events, and that anybody who deviates from this is guilty of spreading disinformation and being an extremist? And that this code of conduct should apply only to the internet? This seems to be what Clinton is saying, and a new online safety bill, which the British government is due to make law this year, will work to the same end. How can this possibly bolster democracy? I am honestly puzzled by this, and I would be glad if any viewers can explain how it works.